Hey fellas, how you doing? I'm out here doing some minor maintenance on the cars, which is done. And like 10 minutes ago, my wife came out and gave me a kiss. It's the six-cylinder Lexus. It's the SUV. I check the oil, the tire, and stuff. And my wife just comes out and gives me. She comes out of nowhere, and she's just like, "Have I ever told you how much I really love you?" And da 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 da. And I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And you can tell she's pretty upset. Evidently, she has a lot of friends that are single, as well as. Let me see if I can set this up here so I don't have to hold it the whole time. Got a little bit too much coffee. Let me see if this will work. All right. Hopefully, you guys can still see me. Anyways, and the lady was. I don't like that. Anyways, what the single woman, who's my wife's agent, all of my wife's friends are in there. I'd say 45 to 55. Yeah, 45 to 55. That 10-year age group, and there are a ton of them. But they no longer are putting up with the little silly stuff the single women at this age tend to do. And what had happened is, I finally got it out of her. My wife was just upset. So let me see if this will stay here while I do that. Evidently, what was being said is this woman who is single, and she's one of the last. There's three of them, and now there's only two of them because they kicked her out of the group. Let me see if I can turn the light on. And what had happened is, my wife told me that this lady was always telling the married women in the group that, your husband's really not doing enough for you. You shouldn't have to talk to him about this or that. And what came up is, since my wife stopped working, I think a lot of women think that guys get off on micromanaging the money. We don't have any problems with money. And what the thing that I guess set my wife off is, she says, "Well, you shouldn't have to go and tell your husband about if you're going to buy something and you're taking money out of the checking or savings account. He should just trust you, and you should do what you do. That's a problem for me." And I was like, okay, but one of the things I have never hid from my wife or anybody I was dating at that is money. The fact that I have it, where it's at, whether or not we have one shared bank account. She has her bank accounts, and I have the other portion of money. But we're not, we don't hide that stuff from each other because, in my opinion, it causes a lot of trouble. So, anyways, what it turns out to be is that these older women were very unhappy about not having a family. And I think having a family includes having a guy. And evidently, this woman's telling the same story to multiple people in the group. So, and the other thing is, women tend to talk quite a bit more than guys do. So I was, as soon as she, anyway, she just, I don't know. I don't know if this will make sense to you, but older single women, I think, what did they call it? Winter is here, or they're hitting the wall. But these all the women I'm talking about are past hitting the wall by like a decade. So, yeah, exactly, over a decade hitting the wall. So it was nice. And then when my wife gets upset, she talks in Spanish and English. So she'll be that stupid pendeja or whatever else, malgraciada, chiple pinche. Anyway, it's just funny. So I think that a lot of women, when it gets to the age from 45 to 55, they have figured out that they may have their own money, and when they sit around, they have a bunch of purses and shoes and clothes, but they don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody to hang out with. And there's a reason why in the groups my wife has, they separate it between inviting everybody and just the married ladies, but specifically because of these three girls, ladies, women, older women. So it's what I'm getting at. The point is, I believe that single older women do whatever they can to make sure that they try to wreck the relationships around them, because I personally think they're jealous, but that's just my personal opinion of it. And man, it's hilarious. And after a while, I guess the ladies in this group, they just had enough of it. They're like, you know what? Anyways, hope this makes sense to you. Love you guys. It's 99 right here now in the garage. It should get up to 104. We've had day after day after day of 100+ weather. Not anything above 105, but anyways, this is my unofficial sauna out here in the garage. So stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And yes, it's true. Single women want to keep their married friends single if they can. So, and you know how insidious is it to like be planting those little bugs in the ear trying to cause trouble, you know? Anyways, like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.